Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Wednesday, June 4th. We have 15 games in total. Every team is playing today. We are starting to move a little deeper into the month of June. These games are starting to mean more. We're starting to see who these teams really are. But what we're going to do today is we're going to look at every single matchup on the schedule today, try to break down the matchups, the rosters, the lineup, the pitching, and try to predict the outcome for every single one of our games. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final score might be, and we'll be taking an in-depth look at our best bets as well. The money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, this is the place. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. I will make sure that I respond to every single comment that you leave. And if you want to join one of our member teams, look at the pinned comment down below. Click on that link, and you can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate that. We're going to be going over every game this entire season, every single day, breaking down the matchups. And we also do the same thing for the other sports, football, college football. Once the football season starts, we do our predictions and best bets for every game every week as well. This is your place for sports predictions and betting. But let's go ahead and get started. We have 15 games. Let's not waste any more time. Let's start looking at these matchups. And at 12:10 p.m., we're going to have the 10-50 Colorado Rockies. Yes, they are the worst team in baseball. Yes, they're on pace to lose about 135, 136 games this season, which would be a Major League Baseball record. But they've actually been playing pretty competitive baseball versus the Marlins. Previous season versus the Mets, yes, they got swept, but the games were close. And then right before that versus the Cubs, they played the Cubs really close. Maybe they turned a corner. Yes, they're not going to be a great team, but they're actually starting to show some fight, some spirit. They'll be facing off versus the 23-35 Miami Marlins. Right now, the Marlins 61.4% chance to win this game. The Rockies a 38.6. The Marlins are 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. Miami's minus 130. The Rockies are plus 110. Right now, the Rockies are playing a little bit better at baseball, but they honestly couldn't play any worse because they've been playing pretty bad. They're averaging 3.1 runs per game. That is dead last in baseball. 215 average, 50 home runs, 28 steals, and 5.59 runs per game. That's bad, but it's actually second to last. They've been last place this entire season. They moved up one spot, but it's better than last place. Right now, Miami, they're not struggling on offense, but they are struggling getting consistent pitching. They're averaging 4.1 runs a game, hitting 248, 51 home runs, 46 steals, but they are giving up 5.11 runs per game. These teams added together are giving up on average about 11 runs a game, but this has been a lower scoring series, surprisingly, but the pitching is awful for both teams today. Right now, we have Kyle Freeland going for the Rockies. 0-8 record this season. He's still in the run for his first win of the season. A 5.72 ERA, 61.1 innings, 48 strikeouts. He's given up 87 hits in 61 innings. That is really bad numbers. And Cal Quantrill right now going from the Marlins, 3-5 record, 5.84 ERA, even worse than Freeland. Both of these guys are just under 6, 49.1 innings, 38 strikeouts. He's given up 59 hits in 49 innings. There's probably going to be some runs here. Both of these teams are due for an offensive performance, but with the Rockies playing a little better, this is one of those games that could end up going either way. But give me the Marlins to win this one to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And our next game's at 12:40 p.m. You have the 33-28 Milwaukee Brewers. They've been on a run the last 2 to 3 weeks. They're getting a lot of production from their offense, starting to pitch really good. They'll be playing the 29-32 Cincinnati Reds. They've been kind of up and down the entire season, but they've been hovering around that 500 mark since opening day. Right now, the Reds, the fans are loving them, a 60.8% chance to win this game. The Brewers, a 39.2% chance. But as of me making this video, the Brewers are 1.5 run favorites. Over here is 8.5. The Brewers are minus 145. The Reds are plus 121. Milwaukee with that offense, smaller market team, they excel at small ball. They find ways to generate runs, to get runners in scoring position. They're averaging 4.6 runs a game. 240 average, 53 home runs, 81 steals. That's top 5 in baseball, a 3.98 team ERA. It's pretty respectable. And right now, Cincinnati, 4.6 runs a game. The offense has been up and down, up and down, up and down. Right now, they're kind of about average, but they're starting to trend up. 245 average, 62 home runs, 55 steals, very balanced on their lineup, and they're giving up 3.75 runs per game. One thing that's been consistent for them this season has been their pitching. It's been pretty good since the season started. Right now for the Brewers, they have Quinn Priester going career 5.1 ERA. That's pretty high. This season, though, he's pitching a lot better. 2-2 record, 4.09 ERA, 50.2 innings, 32 strikeouts, 23 walks, so about a walk every other inning. And then Andrew Abbott going for the Reds. A very, very good start for him. A 5-0 record, has yet to lose a game. 1.51 ERA. That's top 5 in baseball. 47.2 innings, 53 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher. Only 4 home runs given up so far in 7 games. You really can't knock that. Give me the Reds to pull off the upset here, going with the plus 1.5. I'm going to go with the under this game. And this next game is an actually pretty sketchy one. It's one of those ones that I could see being a pick 'em on the MLB network at 1:35 p.m. This is a good game. The 27 and 32 Los Angeles Angels, they are 5 games under 500. This is their chance to really get some momentum, claw their way back to 500. They'll be playing the 29 and 33 Boston Red Sox. Very difficult division. The Red Sox need a win badly. They are at home. They have to win these games versus these sub 500 teams. Right now, the Red Sox 55.3% chance to win this game. The Angels a 44.7% chance to win. The Red Sox are 1.5 run favorites. Over here is 10.5. Vegas sees a lot of runs being scored. Boston, they're minus 125. The Angels are plus 105. The Angels, one thing they can do, they hit a lot of home runs, top 5 in total home runs. They're averaging 4.1 runs a game, 225 average, 83 home runs, 24 steals, giving up 4.82 runs per game. They do give up a lot of runs, but at least if they can get some guys on base, they can rely on the long ball to drive in some runs. And right now, the Red Sox are very balanced on the offensive side. They're averaging 4.6 runs a game, hitting 251, 72 home runs. That's not bad. 54 steals, pretty fast team, giving up 3.91 runs per game. There's a pitching staff that's kind of been up and down so far this season, but right now they're kind of hovering around that 3.9 to 4.0 ERA. That's not bad. You just need good pitching performances in this division. Jose Soriano right now going for the Angels. They don't have a good pitching staff. That is not on Jose Soriano. Career 3.46 ERA so far this season, right along with his career average. 4-5 record, a 3.41 ERA, 68.2 innings, 49 strikeouts, a lot of hits right now, 70 hits, 34 walks. He's flirting with disaster, putting guys on base here, but he's only given up 3 home runs in 11 games. That's actually really good control. Lucas Giolito going right now for the Red Sox. He has to get back to that 2017-2018 performance level. So far this season, a 1-1 record, a 4.78 ERA, 32 innings, 26 strikeouts. You can make a very strong case for the Angels and their power bats to win this game, but Boston, you're at home. You got to close out this series. You got to get some wins at Fenway while you're there. Fenway, very difficult place usually for the road team to play. Give me Boston to rebound here, to get a win, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the higher scoring game. I'll go with the over still. And it's 6:40 p.m. We have the 33 and 27 Houston Astros. One thing the Astros can do, they're a veteran, experienced team for the last decade, and they've had extremely talented pitching staffs. They continue to do so this season. That keeps them in these games. They're on the road here versus the 22 and 39 Pittsburgh Pirates. Actually not playing bad baseball for the last week, but the season got away from them very quickly. They got a long road ahead of them. They just have to sow some fight so they can use that as a building block going forward next season. Right now, Houston, a 59.8% chance to win this game. Pittsburgh, a 40.2% chance. Houston, 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 8.5. The Astros are minus 145. The Pirates are plus 120. Right now, Houston, they're averaging 4.1 runs per game. If they can get Alvarez going, that's going to be a real spark here to push them forward. 254 average, 59 home runs, 29 steals. They continue to pitch well. 3.66 ERA for the Pirates. The issue is not pitching. The issue is the offense. One of the worst offenses in baseball, actually bottom 3 in baseball. Right now, they're averaging 3.2 runs a game, 227 average, 43 home runs, 58 steals. So they can steal some bases. They just have to get guys on base in order to capitalize on that. And they're only giving up 3.96 runs per game. Like I said, pitching's not the problem. It all centers around that offense. Right now for Houston, Ryan Gusto going. He's actually a rookie this season, 3-2 record, 4.62 ERA. 39 innings, 42 strikeouts, a lot of hits given up, a lot of walks given up, but overall, can the Pirates offense capitalize on those things? Mike Burrow's going for Pittsburgh, 0-1 record, a 8.64 ERA. That's extremely high, but very small sample size, 8.1 innings, 5 strikeouts, 3 home runs in 8 innings, though that doesn't instill very much confidence. Give me the Astros to win this game on the road to cover the spread, and I'll go with the under. This next matchup honestly concerns me a little bit because I can somewhat feel the upset lurking here at 6:45 p.m. We have the 37 and 22 Chicago Cubs. I said they were going to score a lot of runs. They finally scored a lot of runs yesterday. Their offense, top 3 in baseball. They've had one of the best offenses in baseball this season, but it was kind of sluggish the last 2 weeks. They turned it on yesterday. They'll be facing the 28 and 31 Washington Nationals. You have to put some respect on the Nationals' name. They're actually a very scrappy team. A lot of very close games, 1-2-run losses. Point is, they are usually in these games down to the very end. Right now, the Nationals have a 39.2% chance to win this game. The Cubs, a 60.8% chance to win. Chicago and that great offense right now, they are going to be the favorites, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under Chicago. They're minus 135. The Nationals are plus 115. The Cubs are averaging 5.8 runs a game. That's really good. 261 average, that's really good. 80 home runs, that's top 5 in baseball. 76 steals, that's top 5 in baseball. They have average. They have home runs. They have speed, and they're only giving up 3.84 runs per game. That number continues to tick down. Washington, though, they don't have a bad offense by any means. They are very competitive, 4.5 runs a game, 244 average, 60 home runs, 55 steals. Both of those numbers are respectable, but they are giving up 5.02 runs per game. Their bullpen is a massive concern here because Mackenzie Gore on the mound. He's been having a great season so far. He just needs the bullpen to maintain and hold his leads for once. 2-5 record, but a 3.16 ERA, pitching much better than only having 2 wins, 68.1 innings. Right now he has 101 strikeouts. That's right. He's on pace for just shy of 300 strikeouts this season. Elite pitcher, young guy. Matthew Boyd right now going for the Cubs, 5-2 record, a 3.08 ERA. 61.1 innings, 64 strikeouts. This is one of those games, like I said, it can go either way. Can the Cubs offense maintain that momentum? I'm going to go upset. I'm practically 50-50 here. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go with the Nationals winning this, going with the plus 1.5, and I will go with the over this game. And on Prime Video at 7:05 p.m., the 32-26 Cleveland Guardians, very good team, very balanced team here versus the 36-22 New York Yankees. Right now, the Guardians, they might be in the toughest division in baseball. If it's not the AL Central, it's the NL West. But right now, Cleveland, second place in the AL Central. New York, first place in the AL East. The Yankees have a 67.7% chance to win this game. Cleveland, a 32.3% chance. The Yankees are 1.5-run favorites, 8.5 over-under. They're minus 185. Cleveland's plus 155. But Cleveland, they're not a bad team in any way whatsoever. The pitching not playing the best the last 1 to 2 weeks, but they can score some runs. A lot of close games. They're averaging 4.1 runs a game, hitting 234, 61 home runs, 41 steals, getting a 4.06 runs per game. But the Yankees, one of the best offenses in baseball, a top 5 overall offense, 5.5 runs a game, 259 average, 95 home runs. That's just barely behind the Dodgers. It's number 2 overall in baseball. 42 steals, giving up 3.6 runs a game. If you think about it, they don't even have their ace Garrett Cole, still they have one of the deepest pitching rotations in baseball. Looking at the pitching, Luis Ortiz right now going for the Guardians, 2-6 record, 4.4 ERA, 59.1 innings, 64 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher, but he does have 30 walks right now in 59 innings, putting guys on base. I don't want guys on base if you have Aaron Judge coming up, hitting 391, 21 home runs, 50 RBIs. You have Clark Schmidt right now going for the Yankees. For his career, about a 4 ERA this season, 2-2 record, 3.95 ERA, 43.1 innings, 42 strikeouts. Also a lot of walks, 20 walks, but the Yankees, I trust their offense. I trust their bullpen more. Give me the Yankees to win this one to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 7:07 p.m., we have the 36-23 Philadelphia Phillies, now second place in the NL East versus the 31-28 Toronto Blue Jays, second place in the AL East. One thing about the Blue Jays is they've been playing pretty good ball the last 2 to 3 weeks. They actually fought their way to 500. Now they're 3 games over 500, and their offense is actually somewhat starting to reach their potential. I've been very hard on them. They have a really good lineup. Springer, Kirk, Bichette, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Santander, a lot of weapons there, but they were not hitting the long ball. Well, they've been hitting the long ball the last 2 weeks. Right now, the Phillies, 48.2% chance to win this game. The Blue Jays, a 51.8%, but the Phillies are the Vegas favorites. 1.5-run favorites, 9.5 over-under. Philadelphia, they're minus 110. Toronto is minus 110. To me, this game's a 50-50 pick-em. Right now, the Phillies, one of the best offensive lineups in baseball. They're getting Harper back, Schwarber, Trey Turner, a lot of weapons, 4.9 runs per game, 256 average, 63 home runs, 56 steals, getting up 4 runs a game. And not pitching the best, but I will say it. I do think when healthy, they have the deepest starting rotation in baseball as of right now, when they are fully healthy. Right now, Toronto, 4.2 runs a game, 254 average, 58 home runs. They're starting to hit the long ball. 35 steals and 4.03 runs per game. Looking at the pitching, you have the young guy, the veteran, 23 years old, Mick Abel going for the Phillies, making his second start. 1-0 record, a 0 ERA. Pretty good start there, but only 6 innings, 9 strikeouts. But his first game, he was really good. Jose Barrios, the veteran, career 4.06 ERA so far this season, 2-2 record, 3.86 ERA, 70 innings, 65 strikeouts. A lot of walks, a lot of hits, but you can't complain about a 3.86 ERA. I'm going to go with the Blue Jays. This game is in Toronto. It's a lot for a rookie. Blue Jays win this game, going with the plus 1.5, and I will go with the, I'm feeling the over just barely, maybe like 10 runs total. And it's 7:15 p.m. This is a fun one. The 28-31 Arizona Diamondbacks, 4th place in the NLS. Extremely difficult, deep competitive division versus the 27-31 Atlanta Braves. Do not scoff at the Braves. Started out 0-7, fought their way back all the way over 500. Kind of slid back down the last 2 weeks, but this team with their best hitter back, with Acuna back, with Strider back, they can now start playing their best baseball. Right now, the Braves a 66.4% chance to win this game. The Diamondbacks a 33.6% chance to win this game. The Braves 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Atlanta, they're minus 175. Arizona's plus 145. But to me, you got to keep your eye on the Diamondbacks. They do have one of the best, most consistent offenses in baseball, and they hit a lot of home runs. They're averaging 5 runs a game, 254 average, 80 home runs, 50 steals. They give up a lot of runs, though, 4.81 runs per game. The Braves, now they can really get things going. They're starting to form their true lineup the way it should be, 4.1 runs a game, 246 average, 62 home runs, 35 steals, a 3.66 runs a game, which is actually a lot better than it was. That number's slowly starting to tick down. They're starting to hit that potential. Right now, though, Merrill Kelly going for the Diamondbacks. You got to take this guy serious. 5-2 record, a 3.78 ERA, right along with his career average of 3.86. Extremely consistent pitcher. 69 innings, 64 strikeouts, only 8 home runs in 11 games. Chris Sale, though, started out the season really rocky, looked really bad. He has not been the same pitcher. This guy's back to his true form. He's a Cy Young winning pitcher. He struck out over 300 batters before. When he's on, he's practically unhittable. So far this season, 3-3 record, 3.06 ERA, 67.2 innings, 86 strikeouts. That's crazy. He's on pace for about 260 strikeouts. Only 7 home runs in 11 games. That's what I want to see versus a power-hitting Diamondbacks. Although I do not underestimate the Diamondbacks. They can upset this game. Give me the Braves to win it, to cover the spread, and I'll go low scoring. I'll go with the under. And at 7:35, the 29-31 Texas Rangers. I will say this about the Rangers. They have to get their offense back on track. They have not been scoring runs since opening day. Seager's back. This lineup is capable of being one of the best lineups in baseball. They have not been hitting this entire season. Pitching has been elite, top 3 in baseball. Where is the offense? They'll be facing the 30-29 Tampa Bay Rays. They're at home, if you want to call Steinbrenner Field home. Right now, the Rays 59.7% chance to win this game. The Rangers a 40.3%, but they have the potential there to take off. You just got to swing those bats. Right now, the Rays 1.5 run favorites, a 9.5 over under. Tampa Bay, they're minus 130. Texas is plus 110. Right now, Texas and that anemic offense, 3.4 runs a game, 223 average, 60 home runs, 55 steals, but they're only giving up 3.1 runs per game. Texas, the offense usually leads the way. Pitching is leading the way this season. Where is the offense? We got to put a call out for the offense to finally show up. Tampa Bay, though, pretty well-rounded team, 4.3 runs a game, 246 average, 60 home runs, 82 steals. They know how to generate runs. They know how to be aggressive, use the talent they have to succeed, and they're only giving up 3.48 runs per game. It's not as good as the Rangers, but it's extremely good, top 10 in baseball. Right now, Rucker going right now for the Rangers, a 1-3 record, a 8.1 ERA. That's not going to help things. 20 innings here, 16 strikeouts, 30 hits in 20 innings. That's a bad number. Shane Biles right now going for the Rays, career 4 ERA. This season, 4-3 record, 4.92 ERA, 60.1 innings, 55 strikeouts. You can really make a strong case here for the Rangers offense to get things on track here versus Boz. It would make a lot of sense, but I still trust the Rays more than I trust the Rangers, and I hate saying that. Give me Tampa Bay to win this game to cover the spread, but I'll go with the under. And it's 7:40 p.m. The 40-21 Detroit Tigers, first place in the competitive AL Central. They'll be facing off first the 18-42 Chicago White Sox. Even though the White Sox, they have an awful record, second to worst in all of baseball. They're actually a very scrappy, competitive team. Whenever you underestimate them the most, for some reason, they always pull off an upset. Right now, the White Sox, though, 40.3% chance to win this game. The Tigers, a 59.7% chance to win. This is a division versus division rival. Right now, the Tigers, 1.5 run saves. 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. I had to dig for the spread. There's not a spread on ESPN listed as of me making this video, but I was able to pull this up, so these numbers might change. Keep that in mind. Right now, Detroit, great offense. They have a lot of power, but it's their pitching, top 5 in baseball, that really makes them competitive. They're averaging 4.9 runs a game, 249 average, 68 home runs, 20 steals, but a 3.17 ERA. They can score, they can hit, and they can pitch. They are 1.5 run favorites. The White Sox, the offense kind of holding them back from at least being closer to 500. They're averaging 3.4 runs a game, 221 average, 47 home runs, 46 steals. That's been at that number for a while. Can we get a home run, guys? And they're giving up 4.09 runs per game. Right now, we do not have a starter announced as of me making this video for the White Sox. I hate going into games with unknowns, not having all of the variables, all the cards on the table. Sawyer, Gibson, Long going for the Tigers. Career 2.7 ERA. Has not started this season, has not thrown a pitch this season, so he might be rusty. So we have 2 unknown factors here, which kind of puts us in a little bit of a difficult unknown place here. So I'm just going to go with the better team. I'm going to go with the Tigers to win this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 7:45 p.m., a pretty interesting matchup. The 31-29 Kansas City Royals, fourth place in the AL Central. They are 2 games over 500, and they're fourth place in their division. Shows how deep the AL Central is. Shows how good their pitching is because their offense is atrocious, and yet they still continue to win games, 2 games over 500. They're facing the 33-26 St. Louis Cardinals, one of the hottest teams in baseball the whole month of May. They were scoring runs in bunches. They had elite pitching this month. Right now, St. Louis 63% chance to win this game. KC, a 37% chance. St. Louis, though, the Cardinals, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. The Cardinals are minus 130. Kansas City's plus 110. But when you have a team that pitches this good, you got to give them a double look. You got to give them a shot to win it. KC right now, their offense holding this team back by a lot. 3.2 runs a game. 247 average, only 34 home runs. That's one of the worst in baseball, if not the worst. They got to show some power here. They are calling up their top prospects, so keep your eye on that. 47 steals, giving up 3.13 runs per game. I feel bad for the pitching. Pitching is being extremely competitive. St. Louis, they're averaging 4.6 runs a game. 258 average, really good average, 52 home runs, 35 steals. Pitching playing a lot better than the month of April, giving up 3.78 runs per game. For the Royals, they have Noah Cameron going 2-1 record, a 1.05 ERA, 25.2 innings, 16 strikeouts. A lot of walks right now, 8 walks, 2 home runs. That's not bad at all, but 1.05 ERA. Small sample size, but it looks good so far. Miles Mikolas going right now for the Cardinals, 4-2 record, a 3.9 ERA, 55.1 innings, 34 strikeouts. He's not a strikeout pitcher, but only 3 home runs in 55 innings. KC is already struggling to hit home runs. Give me St. Louis getting the win here, covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the under this game. Close game. And at 9:40 p.m., the 22-36 Baltimore Orioles, a underperforming offense so far. They are capable of a lot more than they've been giving versus the 32-26 Seattle Mariners, first place in the AOS. Mariners, pretty balanced offense, power, speed, pitching starting to pitch a lot better. Right now, Seattle, a 59.3% chance to win this game. Baltimore, a 40.7% chance. The Mariners are 1.5 run favorites, an 8.5 over under. Seattle, they're minus 135. Baltimore's plus 115. Baltimore, they're only averaging 3.8 runs a game. That's not the worst. It is below average, but they're capable of about, I'd say, 4.2 to 4.5. 237 average, 62 home runs, 43 steals. It's the pitching, though, giving up 5.27 runs per game. Starting pitching's not good. Bullpen's not good for Seattle. First place in their division. Talented team. A lot of young players. They have Raleigh right now, 23 home runs. Crawford, once they get Rodriguez going, it's a pretty deadly lineup. 4.5 runs a game, 237 average, 79 home runs, 54 steals, only giving up 3.86 runs per game. It's top 10 in baseball. But both of these pitchers are getting shelled a lot. You have Cade Povich right now going for the Orioles, 1-4 record, 5.29 ERA, 51 innings, 53 strikeouts, 58 hits given up. But Hancock going for the Mariners, 2-2 record, a 5.64 ERA. He might be their worst starting pitcher, 44.2 innings, 32 strikeouts. When you have these type of numbers here, both of these pitchers can get shelled, which means this game is completely up for grabs. It can go either way. I'm still going to go with Seattle winning it. I'm going to go with it being a 1-run win, though. So I'm going to go with the plus 1.5, but the Mariners win, and I'll go with the over. And at 9:45 p.m., we're going to have the 34-24 San Diego Padres, second place in the NLS, versus the 33-27 San Francisco Giants, third place in the NLS. Both these teams in the same division, extremely deep competitive division. 34 wins, 33 wins. Whoever wins this game is going to find themselves potentially in the second place in their division. Right now, San Diego, 51.2% chance to win this game. The Giants, a 48.8% chance to win this game. So let's call the game what it is. A 50-50 pick 'em practically. Pick a team, and there's a 50% chance they win this game. Right now, the Padres, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. San Diego, they are minus 115. The Giants are minus 105. Very, very close numbers. The Padres right now, not the best offense so far. It's not bad, but it's kind of trickling down because Fernando Tatis Jr., his average is down to 265. Manny Machado down to 302. They were really hot in the month of April. Not the best the month of May, but overall, this is a team built for the playoffs. 4.2 runs a game, 249 average, 53 home runs, 42 steals, and 3.61 runs per game. But it's the pitching that also gives them a real shot to win this game. The Giants right now, 4.2 runs a game, 233 average, 57 home runs, 34 steals, 3.11 runs per game. That's top 5 in baseball. Looking at the pitching, Nick Pivetta right now going for the Padres, 6-2 record, a 2.74 ERA, 62.1 innings, 71 strikeouts, and Kyle Harrison going for the Giants, 1-1 record, 2.51 ERA, 14.1 innings, 16 strikeouts. Smaller sample size though. I would give the edge to the Padres overall, pitching-wise, but the Giants have gotten better numbers so far this season. But I'm going to go with Nick Pivetta getting the win here. He's the more experienced pitcher. Give me San Diego to win this game to cover the spread, and I will just ever so slightly go with the over. But keep your eye on the Giants this game. And our second to last game at 10:05 p.m., the 32-27 Minnesota Twins. Let's first give this team some props. Last month, they were about 6 or 7 games under 500. They fought their way all the way back. They're now 5 games over 500. Props to the coaching staff. Props to the team. They are third place in the AL Central. They'll be facing off first the 23-38 Athletics. The Athletics have an awful record, but they do hit a lot of home runs, so you have to take them serious. Right now, the A's a 49.7% chance. This game is in Sacramento, minor league stadium, smaller market here, so there's always the probability of there being a lot more home runs in these smaller parks. Right now, the Twins a 50.3% chance to win this game. This is the closest game, fan vote-wise, of today. Right now, the Twins 1.5 run favorites. The over-under here is 9.5. You have Minnesota coming in here. They are minus 115. The A's are plus 105, but it's a very, very close game. Sorry, minus 105. Right now, the Twins, 4 runs a game. They're starting to hit a lot better, starting to pitch a lot better. They do have a top 6 overall pitching team. They're averaging 4 runs a game, 239 average, 56 home runs, 31 steals, only giving up 3.32 runs per game. You can take that pitching performance with you on the road. The A's 4.2 runs a game. That's not bad. 256 average. That's not bad. It's the 70 home runs that makes this game a little concerning. They do hit a lot of home runs, 32 steals, but pitching is awful. Not just awful, it's actually past the Colorado Rockies. It is now the worst pitching staff overall in baseball, giving up 5.71 runs per game. Let's just round that up to 6. Right now, Zebby Matthews going for the Twins, 0-1 record, a 6.43 ERA, 14 innings, 21 strikeouts. Strikes out a lot of people, but he also gives up a lot of runs. Jeffrey Springs' career 4.05 ERA this season, 5-4 record, 4.72, 61 innings, 49 strikeouts, 29 walks. That is a lot of walks here. Call me a little crazy on this one. I'm going to go with the A's pulling off the upset, going with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the under. And our final game to me is still the game of the night on MLB Network at 10:10 p.m. Eastern. If you're up right now, make sure to watch this game. 2 of the biggest brands in baseball, East versus West. It's going to be fun. The 38-22 New York Mets, first place in the NL East, versus the 36-24 Los Angeles Dodgers, first place in the NL West. 2 first-place National League teams. This is going to be a fun one. Right now, the Mets on the road, 35.9% chance to win this game. The Dodgers, a 64.1% chance to win. They want to get some revenge here on the Mets. The Mets have played them very tough this season. Right now, the Dodgers 64.1% chance to win this game. The Mets, though, are the underdogs. Dodgers 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. The Dodgers are minus 150. The Mets are plus 125, but you really have to give either of these teams a real shot to win this game. Both of these teams are talented. They are both first place teams with really good rosters, 2 of the best offensive lineups in baseball, 2 of the best pitching staffs in baseball. The big issue for the Dodgers is they have been decimated by pitching injuries. 15 total pitchers on the DL. That's the most in baseball. Right now, the Mets, they're averaging 4.4 runs a game. That number slowly starting to tick back up. Their offense has been up and down the whole season. They have one of the best 1 through 3s. Lindor, Soto, Alonso, 4 through 9 has been up and down. If they can get them going, that'll be a real spark here. Vientos is hurt. They're hitting 246, 67 home runs, 45 steals, but it's the pitching. Giving up 2.85 runs per game. That is number 1 in baseball. Number 1 starting rotation. Number 1 bullpen. Pitching like that will keep you in any game, any place, on the road, home, it doesn't matter. Dodgers 5.8 runs a game. One of the best offenses in baseball. The best top to bottom roster in baseball. They just have a lot of injuries right now. 268 average, that's the best in baseball. 97 home runs, that's just past the Yankees. It is number 1 in baseball. 38 steals, giving up 4.16 runs per game. They're a lot better than that. It's just the pitching injuries that are hurting them right now. Right now, looking at pitching, Tony Gonsolin going for the Dodgers, 3-1 record, a 5.23 ERA, but for his career, a 3.33 ERA, 31 innings, 32 strikeouts, and then you have Griffin Canning. For his career, he's about a 4.6 ERA, but he's having the best start of his career. Can he maintain that momentum in Los Angeles? 5-2 record, 3.23 ERA, 53 innings, 50 strikeouts. Again, call me crazy here. This might be completely wrong, but I'm going to go with the Mets. I'm going to go with Canning having another consistent dominating performance. Only 6 home runs in 11 games. The Mets winning, going with the +1.5, and I will go with the under. Guys, that's our breakdown. That's our predictions and best bets for all of our baseball games for Wednesday, June 4th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. I will respond to every single one of them. If you want to join one of our member teams, look at the pinned comment below. Click on the link. You can sign up there. I would appreciate it. And of course, thank you for watching.